ideasTMM. Artists, i.e. painters, independent ideas to make money 101. This is Karen Barron, and let's get started. Put your art on usable products. It could make it easier to sell your art. Search the internet or call local Chamber of Commerce so you can find out how to locate upcoming street fairs, bazaars, swap meets, and other events for vendors to sell their goods. At many events, the vendors have flyers, literature, or business cards on the table for people passing by. On a windy day, paperweights could be a very handy item for event vendors. Paperweights are great. It's better than a plain rock sitting on a table or somebody's water jug sitting on the table. Paperweights could be nice, especially if they're decorated with your art. Visit a few events to see what type of vendors have literature on their table. Make a list of what most of these vendors are selling, for example, jewelry, hats, purses, etc. Only list the vendors that need paperweights. You could buy a bag of smooth, medium to large size rocks from a large store that sells home improvement items such as supplies and materials, and buy 5 cans of paint as well. Buy red, blue, yellow, black, and white, and use these 5 colors to mix up the color you need to paint on the rocks. You may want to paint the rock a solid color first, like a solid background of black, a solid background of white, to make your artwork show up better. It's up to you what you do. If you really can't paint individual items because you're not a real good painter of that type, then you can swirl colors. You can do anything. You can put dots on them. It's up to you. Just be creative. You could decorate the rocks with items such as the things on your list, a hat, jewelry, or other things. Order 1,000 business cards and start passing out your cards to vendors. You could even set up your own booth and be a vendor yourself and paint while you're sitting there at the table to draw the crowd to you. Check with the event management to see if you are permitted to paint while you're there at the event. It might be a good idea to use non-toxic paint. Don't forget, this is really important, don't forget to test your products. Make sure that the paint will stay on your product, okay? Test your product. Wet your hands and rub them on the rock to make sure your paint doesn't rub off. Put something oily on your hands and then rub on the rocks. Make sure that your paint stays on the rocks so everyone is happy with your product. For more ideas, visit us at www.ideasTMM.com. That's www.ideasTMM.com.